Good evening, ladies and gents. This is the 16 Ounce Podcast. I am Duvet,
And I'm Jay,
and we're back.
and we are back
Huh.
and in the swing of things. So
Yes.
to start it, we are brought to you by Games Head. We are brought to you by
Oh my
GHU
God.
Game Station.
We're flustered, man.
flustered. GHU Game Station. With the weather being whatever the fuck it's doing. This shit's been rainy, sunny, in 60s, and today I woke up and it's fucking
Fucking
20
feet
and
of, feet of snow and all this
six,
other
yeah,
shit.
6
man.
inches to a foot of snow. This is the perfect time. Actually, I had the chance to work with BJ.
Oh, word.
Yep, and it was quite the experience. It was a lot of fun. Kids loved it. It was a good time.
Shit, nice.
But this is the perfect time because, like, even the lady thanked us for for him having the game station because it was perfect. Her house wasn't a mess with all the kids running. I mean, there were like 25 kids,
See?
and
Clutch.
she was so thankful that her house wasn't trashed.
Clutch. See?
All she had inside was the pizza and the cake, and that was it. Everyone else was outside. So, and that's a perfect example of why now's the perfect time because it was warm. The kids were,
Inside.
we had everything. Even adults were coming in having fun. So I mean, it's for everybody. Now's the perfect time with the weather. You're not sure if you're getting rain, snow, sunshine, 50s,
know.
20s. Yeah, we don't know. But
Yeah, they got
check.
any events coming up?
there is a Madden tournament coming up on the 21st at 87 Buff.
It's a restaurant, right?
It's
a bar?
It's like a bar / restaurant.
Yeah. I think.
Bar and grill, I guess we'd call it.
I think 87.
Mostly a bar, but they do have like finger foods and stuff. It's at the 21st. I think BJ's throwing out an extra $50 if you win. If you win it all with Baltimore, which ain't nobody gonna do because.
You said what?
Using the fucking Browns.
He said what? Throwing what?
An extra $50 on the prize if anyone wins with Baltimore.
Hey, I might be trash, but I'll try that.
Why not? Right.
Fuck yeah, I only got that.
But so make sure to check out the GHU Game Station. You can find them on GameheadsUnited.com, or you can message BJ Smith. Find them on GHU Game Station on Facebook.
Yep, that's next Saturday. Yeah, I'll mark that
Yeah,
off.
next Saturday.
I'll mark that off. I'll beat her. Get the details and shit.
Hey, yeah, I think it starts at 8.
All right, bet 8 p.m.
Yeah, and I think the first 10 people get a free raffle ticket because every event they do a raffle.
Yeah, I noticed
and you
that.
get they have games or
yeah.
just a whole bunch of different stuff, but it's all pretty much gaming related.
Yeah, I wanna pop up tomorrow. I wanna participate in those.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
I know.
I go to majority of. I think I've only missed a few tournaments, but
Yeah, I got to.
they're a lot of fun in and out.
So yeah,
Shit
man, y'all
talk
already
is
know
great, but-
GHU be clutch with it. So
Yeah,
those are
so
the guys.
make sure to check them out.
Yeah. So
I mean, we really took time off so we could have time, friends
to
and family.
decompress, yeah, bro. It was
And the end of the year was kind of slow. Usually UFC goes into like the last week of the year.
Oh yeah.
But I think with like New Year's falling on Sunday, they kind of were just like, whatever.
Yeah, it was. It's just weird because like we have stuff to talk about, but not many things happened.
No, I mean I mean just the whole end of the year
Yeah.
was just kind of I guess slow.
Yeah, the weather.
Not that there was nothing going on, but it was just slow.
Yeah, I mean, and then for us, like the weather was shitty and
Yeah, that blizzard was nuts.
crazy.
Smacked.
And then unfortunately, you got sick last week, and we're like, oh man.
Yeah, last Friday, dude, I was down bad Friday. but like Saturday, I was fine. Saturday, I woke up perfectly fine.
Shit. See.
And then
Yeah,
then Sunday, I was at the Bills game on Sunday.
see, it happens like that though.
But like Thursday, perfectly fine. Woke up Friday and I said to my wife, I'm like, I feel weird, but like, I'm okay. And then all of a sudden, as the day went on, it just got worse and worse. And next thing you know, dude, I was throwing up.
Oh my god.
I was passed out. I was sweating.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, dude, I was on the couch slumped out like one of these. Just didn't even care sitting
He
up.
said.
Yeah. My daughter was running around yelling and screaming, and I was just done, toast, up
Oh
all
my.
night long, and then and then woke up at like 5 a.m. on Saturday and was like, damn, I feel like $1,000,000.
Yo, that is crazy,
I was
dude.
like, what the fuck
Well,
happened?
it's good that you're feeling 100.
And then I went and did the thing with BJ on Saturday.
Oh, I see.
And then Sunday, I went to the Bills game, was perfectly fine. And then I was like, this is fucking weird. And then it's just like, it's, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I
have
know we
no
don't really
idea
talk
what
about. I
happened.
know we don't really talk about like other sports, but how was that? I know
The
that
Bills
whole.
game,
I
that shit
know.
was lit.
I know the emotional like.
Bro, when Hines ran that touchdown
Yeah.
back, the first one, I've never in my life, I've been to a lot of Bills games. I've never heard the stadium that loud. Never. It was wild.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That was nuts.
Yeah, it got quiet for a minute. Like people weren't happy that we were getting that New England was torching us with the running game and shit.
Yeah.
But then like they finally got their shit together.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson, fan of the podcast, by the way. It's my guy. Yeah, he was eating. Yeah, they finally came alive, man. Greg
Yeah,
Rousseau.
they were playing their asses off. You know, they were doing what they had to do. But
Yeah. But hey, prayers up to DeMar Hamlin. You know,
sir, that's
uh,
for sure.
that was something that happened over
We were off.
yeah our break. So that was kind of scary.
Yeah, I
Hate
mean,
to see shit like that.
that even goes. I mean, you know, it sucks because that's a lot of people don't understand like how quick
Shit
that
can
shit can
change.
happen because that man's wearing pads and he got hit and that happened. It's shocking. I've never seen it happen in a UFC fight.
Never.
I've never seen it in a professional sport ever. Honestly, to be honest with
To
you.
for somebody like the man, I want people to understand, bro. The man died technically
Yeah.
and came back to life.
Yeah.
Like that is scary as fuck.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, they had to do CPR twice while he was on the field.
Like Jesus, bro. I'm just so happy he's home now. He's chilling.
Yeah.
He might be out on the field, on the sideline, not the field. He might be on the sideline on Sunday. So.
If he's there on a Sunday,
Mhm.
the Dolphins. I mean, they stand no chance now with Tua
Oh
and
no.
Mostert being
Oh
out.
no, it's gonna be murder. I think.
But if Hamlin's there on the sideline, they really stand no fucking chance.
Yeah, and my thing is like, hey, if these guys win, just saying, if these guys win, they get home field advantage for the divisional too, no matter who they face. So, if you might have the possibility of facing Cincy and Buffalo, oh, that is gonna be insane.
If Buffalo would have fucking, or I forget what it was, but that game that would have happened last year too.
Yeah,
Had fucking
had they beat the Chiefs,
yeah
yeah,
yeah
that
but
game,
Cincy at home.
that game lives in infamy forever. Such a good game
But
though.
here we go, and then I don't know. Then if they pull that off, which that's gonna be the people's Super Bowl, Cincy versus Buffalo.
I mean, yeah, that was the one. That's a big game right there. So.
Yeah, but
It's just there. I feel like you're at home, so this is your chance. You know, to like welcome them to Orchard Park.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a blast. I mean, either way, that's gonna be
A great game though. It's gonna be nuts.
that's gonna be a lot of fun. I have there's not one doubt in my mind we lose to Miami,
No, absolutely not.
especially with the way things are now.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it happening.
Nah, that's gonna be.
You know, and I don't see us. I'm gonna say as a fan, I don't see us losing to Miami in general. But if Tua and Monster are playing, there's a high possibility that
It could be a good game.
It could be a really good game.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
But
Just
if
like the
Skylar
last
Thompson's
encounter.
in and they have no Monster, they're not running the ball.
Yeah, it was just like
because-
the last encounter.
Yeah,
It'd be a close game.
Yeah, and that man, Skylar Thompson, looked like he was scared for his life in the last 2 games he played.
Yeah. So. How well,
The Bills
Skyler?
defense is gonna come in and eat that. You see how they hit Mike White?
Yeah.
They're gonna come in and
Yeah, it's like, but it's like you see that D line. It's like Von Miller isn't there, but he's there. Like that's the thing. Like it feels like he's there.
It's like
He's on the sidelines, right?
yeah, he's on the sideline.
Okay.
But that's like when a lot of people forget that we had Ed Reed as our secondary coach.
Mhm.
Like even though he's not on the field, he still gives the people that confidence they can do what they can do.
Yeah, that is true. So
So you know, like, and that was a year like our defense actually was really well in the secondary. Like our secondary was scary. People didn't want to throw deep, but that's the presence. Is sometimes that's what it is, you know.
yeah. So I mean, hey, I'm gonna be watching football all weekend.
Me too.
So we
I'm
just
Sunday too, so.
hell yeah. So we just gotta. I mean, so we're just gonna start off with. I think the most recent thing that happened was the Tank fight. You know, there's a couple fights on there that I actually liked. I did like seeing Boots in action. It was more. I like to step up in competition. I don't care what nobody says, bro. He was. You can say that he's a tomato can because you don't know him, I guess. But he gave him a little bit of a problem to solve with all the footwork going on and stuff like that. Huh?
He beat Tank in a couple rounds.
Yeah, Garcia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So,
I
um,
mean, it wasn't a flawless fight by Tank.
not
It was a good fight.
not, but it was. What scared me is that he hit him, and the man sat on his stool. The man we're referring to as Hector. Uh, he sat on his stool and he kept telling his coaches he can't see, and I was like, wait, he has no cuts on his eye. So I was like, wait, what the fuck you mean you can't see? And I was like, oh shit! Like, did he hit him so hard in his temple that he really can't see
Yeah,
right
did
now?
you? So the punch that led up to that, like the way Tank hit him with that shot, that motherfucker was like the whole fist glove was completely
Yeah,
parallel with his face.
yeah. He legit said
And
he
like it hit this whole side, and I think it just caught fucking. I think it just got everything.
yeah, like he legit said he couldn't see, so that's why he stopped the fight. That's why he
Yeah.
quit on
I
his
see
stool.
someone say that the coaches should have been questioning Tank's gloves. I was like, what?
Oh no, that man just hits hard, bro.
I was
And-
that's what I said. Like when I seen that comment, I was like, wait, what? How?
Nah, come on, man.
Where
y'all
do you
know,
see that
like,
shit from?
No, y'all know, man. Like I got Garcia, like Ryan Garcia, but like even I can tell you, like the power Tank has, bro. There is no disputing that, bro. That man hits you. It's not the gloves. It's
No, it's him.
it's definitely him. Um,
Hey, big things come in small packages.
hey, impressive showing though, man. Another sold out arena.
It's
Like
gonna be.
he's a megastar. Like
Yeah.
at this point, this guy is just
Was sold out till about the 8th round when Meek Mill decided to start throwing hands.
yeah. Meek Millie, what was you doing, dog?
I don't even know that. I don't even know. Someone saying it wasn't even him that started it. He was just chilling, and someone was just whoever it was. I forget who he was fighting with. Was talking shit.
It was in Washington D.C. too.
Yeah,
Who the
I
fuck you beefing at Washington, bro?
it was another rapper or some shit like that.
Oh
I
my
forget.
god! Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta read this
I
shit.
read it up and I seen who. I just don't remember. Who they
Damn,
were
how'd I
talking
miss
about.
this? I gotta read this shit for real
Yeah.
now.
I forget exactly who it was, but Wallow was the one who stopped it all.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently Wallow jumped in the middle and stopped it and
Oh, even better.
was doing whatever. I don't
All
know.
right. Well, yeah. I mean, Meek Mill trying
Have
to.
you ever seen a fight stop though? For people fighting in the crowd? I mean, in the UFC, no. Boxing, I don't.
But
I think what
I've
happened
never
was-
seen people fight outside the ring during a round in boxing. I've really never seen it.
I don't think so either.
That's what I'm saying.
But still, I think
So the fact that it stopped. I mean, if it's happening during the round and it causes too much commotion,
I think the reason why the ref called it was because like Hector looked over for a second, and then Tank was like, "What the fuck you looking at?" And then he looked, and then they both kind of double looked, and then they looked at each other and they looked back like, "What the hell is going on here?" And then I think like even the ref was like, "Hey," like,
What is going
and
on?
I think that's because like 10 seconds ran off before they even like
Yeah.
they were fighting, and then like 10 seconds ran off, and then the ref was finally like, "Oh shit, hey, stop that clock."
Yeah, like, man, that was a weird situation.
I don't know.
But the fight itself, yeah, I mean, we expected this though. Like, when now Ryan Garcia got his fight against whoever. I gotta check it. His last name is weird. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he has another opponent to go through, and once everything goes right, no cherry pick gone wrong. We already got one half of that done.
Because he's supposed to fight in February, right?
February, yeah,
Like February, the first Saturday
early
in February, right?
Yeah, very early.
I think it's the first Saturday. Either it's the first or the second Saturday.
Yeah, so he's not gonna go in as fresh as Tank for this fight. So, that's a little bit of a disadvantage.
I
But
think it
then,
would have been stupid for Ryan to not take a warm up fight.
yeah, but then again, it's like at least they're gonna have he's gonna have 6 weeks, at least.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying. But to get in there, it's
No, his last fight was
so
against
many people say
Fortuna.
ring rust isn't a real thing, but it really is. I
No,
mean,
yeah, his last fight was against Fortuna, and was it the summer? No, it wasn't the summer.
it was like spring. I think it's almost been a year. I think hasn't it?
I feel like he fought him. It had to be late summer, the latest.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it wasn't that long ago.
I feel like I don't know why I feel like he's been out a minute.
No, he fought Javier Fortuna. I just want to make sure I got that right. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Are you
that
sure? I thought it
long
was
ago.
before we started the podcast.
We gotta see.
We started the week after 4th of July,
Let me see.
I think, or the 21st or some shit like that.
July 15th, 2022.
Okay, so I think it was literally the week before we started the podcast.
So, wait. See, it says a TV program. It won't tell me the date. Let me see. I'll get a perfect date for you right now.
Why do I feel like it's so much later than that?
Mm-mm.
I'm faded.
Huh?
I'm just faded. That's all.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're a little...
Yeah, we're just trying to figure this out for everybody.
I just want to make sure that I got this right. Date, okay. Yeah, it was July 16th. So,
July
yeah.
16th.
So, it wasn't that long ago. I knew it was sometime in the summer. I figured. And he looked pretty good, like I said. I mean...
I was thinking of his... I was thinking of the fight before that.
Yeah,
Against Emmanuel.
Yeah. So,
that's the fight that was in April.
Yeah, so, I don't know, man. Like I said, he looked pretty good. He gets better with every fight. I just hope that this fight I see some actual head movement and some knee bending, you know. I don't like him standing straight up all the time. But we'll see. We'll see. So as long as he can get through his fight, which I think everybody thinks that he can, we're good. We're set for April, which is that's the fight right there. That's the big one.
Fight of the year?
Oh, for sure. They're gonna go crazy, bro. I'm sorry. Like I just know
they're not gonna let this one fade out. There ain't no way.
No, I just know how it's gonna be. But so I wanted to talk about something else that happened. So I think Spence is fighting Keith Thurman. I think
What's up,
that's
brother?
happening. So I don't know for sure, but I think that's happening because I saw Teddy Atlas talking about it, and you know
Yeah.
Teddy's like the guy in boxing.
What's going on?
Good. Hey, what's up, man?
Good to see ya.
Nice seeing you.
Hope your holidays were good.
Great. How are yours?
They were
Pretty
better
good.
than they could have been.
Better than they could have been.
Yep.
Let me think about it. Okay, that's a good thing, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, long day at work.
No,
All right,
you're
didn't
good.
mean to interrupt.
You're
All
good.
good.
That's
Thanks,
the guy,
boss,
Matt.
man.
That's our
Yeah,
boss.
guys coming in, I'll let 'em know to be quiet anyway.
Oh no, that's straight.
But
Hanging out.
so yeah, Teddy Atlas was talking about it with Stephen A. I saw that little clip. I think that's a thing, bro. I'm not sure. Maybe there's theme. There's theme on that, but I just keep
Yeah.
seeing that pop up
Well, and-
everywhere. So I'm like,
Well,
what's going on?
Shakur was looking to fight your boy, right? I can't think of the dude's name. How you say it?
Crawford.
What?
Terrence. Wait, who? You said who?
Shakur Stevenson.
Oh,
He was looking to fight the. Is he Japanese or Korean? Sorry for my terrible.
no.
geographical
I mean, I thought the last person I thought was Cambosos, but I don't know.
No, I just seen something that he was getting ready to fight the one fucking guy that you
Oh no! Wait,
that you were a
wait,
fan of.
wait.
and you said you wanted to see him fight.
Wait.
Well, how do you say his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, fuck! I'm trying to think now.
I just don't know how to say his name, so I don't.
Anyway.
Yeah,
No way! Yo,
I
that'd
just
be
seen
crazy.
I seen something about that,
Stop.
and then I
bro.
seen something else too. But his name's just popping up all over the place. Honestly, people want to see him fight in a new weight class. I don't blame him.
He's 118. I'm 130. Oh, yeah. He kind of
I know he kind of said like "fuck you" because I weigh less,
Mhm.
but keep poking the bear.
Yeah, I would like that.
Keep poking the bear.
No, I
You don't think he would say, "Yo, come down to like 125"?
dude? I think
127?
No, that fight would be insane.
What's 10 pounds either way? You know what I mean?
Or do a catch weight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if he could go up to 125, and you could get him down to, even let him fight at 130, and let him go to 120, or, have him come down to at least 127 and him at 120.
Yeah, it's not like they're really gonna. It's not like they're really gonna be putting like all the weight on each other type shit. You know, like I feel like it's just
It's
gonna
not
be.
a UFC fight. They're not
Yeah,
going to be
it's-
throwing body weight on top of each other. No, obviously, I'm not saying,
No,
a
it can't.
heavyweight
It
could
ca-
fight a guy that weighs 100.
no, yeah,
pounds,
obviously it
but-
can't be too crazy of a weight differential, but that fight would be insane.
Yeah, but if you let a guy fight at 125 and another at 130, I think it's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean that's nice, but yeah, I
I
don't.
seen that pop up, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just waiting. it's just not much going on in the boxing world right now. But it's like same thing for UFC. So right now
mean,
we're just
Yeah, the
Just
only
shooting
other thing
shit.
was the Boots fight.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. The guy that he fought has some pretty good footwork. He gave him a little thing, a
Dude's
little
got a
issue.
chin too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
that
gave him a
guy-
little issue.
He's got
to
a
figure
body
out.
on him too, because the body shots he was eating.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's very resilient. I'll say that.
I think he ate like over 100 body shots or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and yeah, and my thing is like you can tell a fighter knows, like a fighter can tell when like, they had a rough outing. I feel like Boots didn't sit there and say like he didn't look defeated or nothing. Obviously, it's just like when I saw Boots at the end of the fight, to him it looked like damn, it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I could have done a lot better than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that was just me thinking, but I definitely think he was looking at that fight like it was cool. I got the win, but I feel like I literally could have done so much better than that.
Yep.
So, I mean, it was good though. I mean, you're gonna have a step up in competition all the time.
Yeah. Right now, there's just I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Right now, a lot of it
But
look-
that fight wasn't. So, what'd you think of the Boots fight?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought like he did his thing. Like I said, like I don't think he looked any weak. I don't think he looked weak or anything like that or
Yeah.
less impressive. I just think that, hey, step up in competition. That's what he was dealing with, really.
Yeah.
Not many people give him problems, and footwork may not be a problem to a lot of people, but like the footwork was giving him something to like solve.
Yeah.
And this is the first time he went a full 12. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was the first time he went past 6 rounds, and your first time going past the 6th round, you went the full 12.
Yeah. He still looked good though all the way through.
Yeah,
12,
yeah,
so,
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. So
I don't know. I feel like every once in a while though, a fighter, even though like I feel like they need that because they need to know if they can go 12, right? Because you don't want to find out if you can go 12 when you're fighting a top guy. You know, like you don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like you don't want to go in there and never had a 12-round fight ever.
yeah,
And then you go in and go for a championship fight and it gets dragged out to 12 rounds and you're like, fuck.
yeah,
I wish I would have went 12 rounds prior to
yeah.
this
I mean,
to know if my conditioning is good enough to go 12 rounds.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was the only reason. Like it's part of like one of the reasons why I was telling you. I was like, I don't know if he's ready for Crawford, man. Like Terrence Crawford is a lot of experience going deep into rounds.
I still put my money on Boots.
So, I don't know. We want to see that. I want to see
Still
that.
putting my money on Boots.
I want to see that. I know a lot of y'all don't think that. There's no way. There's no way.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't think Boots is beating Crawford, bro.
Oh, man.
He might beat Spence.
I got to get my boy Willie on here so I have somebody on my side.
Please, no, shit, man. I was trying to make a believer out that guy because there's no way you can sit here and say comfortably he can beat him.
Listen, Willie, I don't know if you're listening. I know you just got back from vacation. But, hey, bro.
Comfortably, Willie? Comfortably.
Hey.
He's talking about comfortably. I don't know
Yeah.
about comfortably.
Willie, I'm gonna hit your DMs, bro. You're coming on. We're
Yes,
gonna discuss this.
That is insane. Just sit there and say that. But anyway, UFC Vegas. I don't know if
That's
you heard
coming
about.
up this weekend.
I don't know if you heard about Sean Strickland.
Getting fucking booted because he's.
Yep, missing weight like a dirt. Man,
I'm over him.
everybody's over this
I
guy.
was never really on the wave. I mean, yeah, he was exciting because he was, he was doing the Kevin Holland bullshit, right? Where he was,
Yeah.
copying his kind of style, talking shit, hitting people, getting hit, going to war,
Mhm.
whatever. But like, I think he's in another Colby Covington situation, right? So before Colby became Colby, Mr. MAGA hat, American flag, talking shit Colby, he was silent, wasn't really doing much, had no character. And the UFC was like, hey, bro, nobody's watching your fights. We're going to cut you. And Colby said, give me one more contract, and I guarantee I'll get my numbers up. And then that's when we got Colby, Mr. MAGA hat, USA flag. Everybody hates him. That's who we got.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. And I think Sean Strickland's in the same boat. Nobody was watching Sean Strickland fights. Nobody was checking out Sean Strickland.
And then he
Nobody
started.
gave a shit.
Then he started talking shit.
Then he started talking shit. He started going to war, which I think, put the talking shit aside, I think if he would have just let his hands do the talking, I think he would have been fine. I think he'd still be very liked. But the fact that he's in there talking shit and then he gets his ass beat twice,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Huh, you
Oh.
finally step up in the world, and now what?
Yeah, that
Now
is
you-
true.
Now you're getting torched." Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, but like man, fuck this guy.
How you gonna be the first card of the year and you can't make? How
You have the UFC starting
he was
off.
overweight, right?
Yeah, 10-pound advantage.
So he was in the heavyweight. He was in heavyweight.
Like,
fucking
come on,
weights.
bro. You already have the UFC starting off one of their first card with already a missed weight situation. Like, come on, dude.
I said this a long time ago, probably like 3-4 episodes ago, maybe even longer than that. Where I think we're gonna start seeing more UFC fighters skip weight, miss weight on purpose, just to get cut. You lose your last 2 fights, and now you miss weight on an opening card.
Yeah. I am
And you
glad
had
for
a long time to prepare for it. You knew you were fighting at this weight.
Yeah, there's no excuse for you missing weight, especially if you have time. Like, come on, man. Side note, I am pretty happy for Jamal Hill though. Now that I think about it, I'm really happy that he's getting that title shot. I know we talked about it before we left.
Didn't I have to look it up?
Hey, it hasn't happened yet. I'm just happy. he's getting it.
I mean, I seen something. I don't know if it was 100% true. That's why I say I have to look it up. But I remember reading something that Glover had to pull out of that fight due to injury,
I'll tell you right now. That's interesting.
or he had an injury and wasn't sure if he was going to have to pull out of the fight.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
We got a lot to talk about when it comes
But- Before we trans over, are we done with boxing?
to wait, hold on. Oh, January 21st. I haven't gotten anything.
No, I swore maybe I'm faded still.
Nope. Yeah, haven't gotten anything yet.
Okay, cool. Then it was just some bullshit I seen. My bad.
You're good, bro. It's
But if we're
okay.
gonna transition over, we're brought to you by Trainwreck Fitness Co.
Oh yeah, my guys, man. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we don't have an outline to this.
Nah, yeah. So we're I'll just, even if we go back to boxing, don't matter. But we are brought to you by Trainwreck Fitness Co. These guys are great athletes, great boxers. Matt's nasty with the gloves. John's
Heard.
nasty hitting the gloves.
Heard.
And their shirts are great. Make sure to check them out. Trainwreck Fitness Co. All capitals. Trainwreck_fitness with 2 S's, CO on Instagram. Make sure to check out, their clothing, their videos. Them guys are always in the gym training hard. I know when they come here, I know John's been, dabbling in the jiu-jitsu world, which is, it's always cool. Well, once I'm back to fully healed, I'm probably gonna dabble in it myself.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Hit my
man.
boy Tim up and see what I can do.
Yeah, but those are the guys, man.
But yeah, make sure to check them out. Show them some love and support because, John's always talking to me about fights and stuff, and always, giving me topics and always showing love to us too. So make sure to check them out.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna be flip flopping.
Yeah, today's just gonna kind of be all over the place. So if you got any questions,
but we
or
we
whatever.
gotta talk about a couple things. I feel like you know what. It's actually we have to talk about it because it's just dominating kind of the UFC
Francis?
landscape right now. No, Dana.
Oh,
Only reason why it's not my situation. Okay, I get that. But the way you handle it, you're the president of the UFC. Okay?
yeah.
Now, the way I look at this is just me looking from like
What's going on?
a fan standpoint, you know what I mean?
Yep.
How you doing? It does kind of make I just saw a headline like Dana White's lack of accountability makes it look like a sport of animals. Now, obviously, that's not the reputation you want for your company and your fighters to get,
Oh, yeah.
especially off of you, somebody who's not even fighting. You know, I just think like they were talking about it on First Take today on ESPN, and I just watched like his response. I think he's doing. Like, he's not dodging the questions, so I think that's, like, a good thing about it. But, like, it's definitely something that's you don't want to start the new year off like this.
I mean, even he's come out and said like, the fighters defending him are stupid
Yeah,
because he's even admitted that he did wrong.
yeah. I just
I think what makes this listen, it's a bad situation in general.
it is.
Laying your hands on a woman is never a good thing, whether they hit you first or not. I mean, I will say it depends on the severity of how bad they're hitting you. Like if they're literally throwing fist on you and they're starting to cut you up and shit.
Oh, you want
to
to be a man?
yourself, I mean, then you got to kind of take control of the situation. I'm not saying turn around and start scrapping, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like you have to defend yourself. But
Nah,
if
but
you
you
get slapped one time,
Yeah. All I'm saying, if
you kind
homegirls,
of have to just eat that and turn your head, especially
you're
somebody's got a camera on you.
Yeah,
When you're up there, and you could tell the demeanor of somebody's body just simply by looking at them.
fucking billionaire.
We've all been in a club. You can tell what's about to happen on the other side of the club simply off of the way two people are having a conversation. Whether they're, staring at each other or across the club, you can tell. And, we see it a lot in Buffalo. Clubs are always turning inside out. There's always a fucking...
Oh,
middle of
always.
summer, there's always some sort of shit going on outside afterwards. But you could read that shit. But it all starts in the club, and you could read those situations
Mm-hmm.
way beforehand. So the second somebody's seen them arguing up there, that they whipped
Phones
out
are
that
out.
phone and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
one fuck up. And they had the whole thing, but what they're not showing is that she hit him first. And a lot of people don't even know that. They think that Dana White just slapped her.
Yeah, he just pulled
Or
it out his
grabbed
ass
her
and
arm.
shit. Yeah.
Like,
It's just, I mean, man, it's, just,
my take on the situation, I guess, is that, like,
it's unfortunate. That's how I look at it.
some sort of accountability has to be held for sure, right?
Yeah, because I don't think there is enough.
No, but it's hard.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to a man that basically owns the company?
That is true. That's why it's so picky.
What do you want him to do? Step down? I mean,
Oh, nah.
he's
I
not
mean, he
going-
can't
one,
do
he's
that.
not going to.
Yeah, well,
And you can't force him to. What are we gonna do? Stop buying UFC cards?
no.
There's way too many people in the world, right? And there's half of us that are like, you know what? The guy hit a woman. We're not gonna support him. Then there's the other half that's like, hey, it is what it is. It's not my life. If that's how they have their relationship, that's how they have their relationship.
That's how we should.
I'm gonna watch the fucking thing. Like I said, for me, if that was my mother or my sister, I'd be beating the shit out of Dana White.
Yeah.
But I'm not related to them. I don't know them on a personal level. I'm highly against it. But it's not my life, not my relationship. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Throw some money at a organization against women abuse
Yeah, I feel like you gotta do something.
and call it a day.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Throw
yeah.
$500,000 or $1 million or whatever you got to do.
I mean,
Throw
yeah.
some money at an organization that says, you know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Money doesn't solve everything, but that's like the right thing to do.
I mean, yeah, you're
in
fucking
today's world.
Yeah, you're a fucking billionaire, so like
Yeah.
I don't think that should be hard for you to do.
No, but I just think it's like I said. I think it's fucked up because, like I said, if it was my mother, my sister, whatever, I'm gonna go find Dana White and beat the shit out of him myself.
Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah, the next family get together, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Homeboy not invited to the backyard.
Just so you know, you're getting smacked in the fucking head with a frying pan because you're big as shit.
Oh my.
Fuck you. Then we can have a beer after, but no, I'm fucking smacking you in the head.
Oh my god. And
But I mean, with the repercussions of that, and I said this on Facebook too, is like we could hold him accountable, right? ESPN could pull him off their station if he wanted to,
they could.
right? Disney could drop him.
They could.
Fucking
None of that has happened yet.
Whoever wants to could drop him, right?
Yeah, and none of that has happened.
Crypto.com could drop him. He could start losing sponsors, but at the end of the day,
None of that.
the UFC is its own platform.
And
right?
that is true too.
If ESPN dropped him, there's without no doubt in my mind, somebody else would pick him up. YouTube, Hulu, Netflix. Like Netflix, I feel is just waiting to jump into like the live streaming shit. Like I feel like they're just waiting for like if that opportunity was presented to them to be able to jump into the live section, you don't think they would throw a bag at it?
No, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, like it's like
the streaming platforms are crazy.
Yeah,
Fubo TV,
and
or
they're
whatever,
all over the
whatever
place.
it's called.
Yeah, like they're all over the place right now. Like right now,
Tubi TV, like the whole 9.
yeah, like right now. That's what I'm saying. Like streaming is huge now because like even then I know this is a side note. Like the WWE is about to be on sale, and you have Disney,
They already sold it.
Netflix, huh? Well,
They're-
no, right now they have contracts with Fox and.
Oh yeah, well he sold the company to the Saudi Arabia.
No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. That was fake.
Was it?
It hasn't happened yet.
I don't watch the
Yeah, no,
WWE
yeah,
like
we
that,
got,
but
yeah.
I've seen like a whole bunch of people.
Nah, yeah, they
sharing
shot down the reports. It didn't happen
Okay.
yet. So, yeah, but now like just the amount of Chromecast is in, Disney's in,
Yeah.
Netflix.
But he's even got like the
And-
UFC Fight Pass. So all he's got to do
Yeah.
is say, "Hey, you want to watch UFC events? You got to buy the Fight Pass now."
Yeah, you could do that too.
And now he's even making more money because he could drop the subscription price, right, to ESPN prices at $6 or $7.
Please,
And that, yeah, because it's fucking crazy expensive. now.
fucking almost $80, man, on
Yeah.
ESPN Plus. Like, come on, man.
Well, I'm talking about like for the UFC Fight Pass alone.
Oh yeah,
But
but
like
like,
he could drop the prices on that to $13 or whatever, and then he has full reign of what he wants to charge for a UFC fight, UFC event. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He can go to Fight TV like everything else is on.
yeah, that
Bare
is
knuckle
true.
boxing, they're on Fight TV.
He about to have the slap boxing league. So
That got dropped by TBS, but at the same time,
He picked
you
it
think
up.
someone else isn't going to pick that up?
yeah, he picked that up, and he's probably gonna make it work.
That's what I'm saying. But after the whole slapping incident with his wife, TBS said we're not airing it. It was supposed to air like last week or something.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, TBS dropped it because they were like, "Well, we're not doing this."
Oh my god! Well, they
That's
keep.
fine.
It looks like they keep advertising it though, so I'm like
Yeah,
lost.
but that's what I don't understand. Maybe they just said, "Hey, we're not dropping the first.
Well, we'll see.
Maybe we're not dropping the first episode or series, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
until this is figured out." I don't know, because I don't know what their contract is. I don't know if he broke something in the contract. You know, they don't really tell us nothing. So, but at the same time, though, you think ESPN won't jump on that?
I think they would.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that's what a lot of people don't understand is like there's so many. No one's gonna hold him responsible for this, you know. Like it just, I think we should, but at the same time, he's the owner practically. He owns 51%, I think,
Damn.
or 50, maybe 49. He's like right there, but nobody can hold him responsible. I think he owns that. I think he owns 51 because I think he has that much say.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do when you give a man 51% of a company? You can't. You can't. What do you call it? You can't hold him responsible. You know, like if I said some dumb shit, you could hold me responsible because we're 50-50.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I could hold you responsible. But if I was 51%, you were 49. Yeah, you could say hey, you're a fucking idiot. But you can't say, yo, we need a new co-host. Because I'm gonna be like, hey, I own 51%. You know.
Yeah.
But there's nobody there to do that. So, I think I don't know. I don't see him fucking being held responsible at all.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
maybe he
but-
should be, but we just got.
I agree. I think he should be. Something should just be like, hey, dude, just do this. He's got to have. He's got to have a PR team, right? Somebody that's in his grill saying, "Yo, bro, you got to make this right somehow."
That is true.
But if he don't lose no money, they're gonna be like, that's probably what they're telling him. Yo, just fucking ride it out till.
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, I just there has to be some type of like something for him.
I agree,
So
but-
well, we're just gonna see. Hopefully, he does something with the money that he has. I mean, answering reporters, I feel like it's tough as it is, but you
This is
do.
the perfect opportunity for him to every woman that fights on that card, throw him a bonus.
Have to. That'd be crazy.
That's how you get people back on your side, man.
that ass.
I mean, people have a weak heart for that kind of shit, you know? Like, oh, you know what, man? Fuck. He went and gave all those girls an extra 50 grand. All right. I guess him beating the shit out of his wife. Because that's how people view it. I died so hard because I seen someone. Someone was like, yeah, he beat the shit out of his wife. I watched the video. I'm like, if dad's beating the shit out of somebody, then what's like a real street fight to you? Like what the fuck do you call that?
I'm sorry, dude. That was hilarious. The Jay just made my fucking night with that. Anyway, we're gonna go back into the boxing thing because Anthony Joshua's coming back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is fighting Dempsey McKean in April.
Oh yeah. I seen that yesterday.
Now the concerning thing that I seen is that
He might lose that fight.
yeah, Joe Joyce had commented on something.
That's my fucking
he
dog.
says that Anthony Joshua is quote unquote still kind of learning. Now,
Joe Joyce is my fucking dog.
yeah, like
I said this before. That's my fucking.
That's one of the top dogs.
He's coming up. A lot of people don't really know who he is still. You're gonna fucking find out.
I think everybody started paying attention after he called out Fury too.
He wants his piece, man. He's undefeated. Give him his fucking piece.
Yeah,
I think he's undefeated still.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him his fuck. I think he's 19-0. Yeah, give that man his fucking flowers, dude.
I just don't like the fact that he interrupted the whole Fury and Usyk face off. But
hey, you know what? That man. Listen, I agree, but that shit's so overhyped now because I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. With how much they're talking shit, I'm taking my fucking time. Hey, fuck both y'all, right here. Come
Man,
give me.
I'm telling you, there's a reason why that fight's not happening, and it's not because of Usyk.
I hope it does fight, but I know it's not because of him. But we know Fury's picking and choosing.
Fucking Fury, man. Stop.
He's gonna pick and choose. What do you want? You know, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Stop picking and choosing, man.
But give Joe Joyce his fucking flowers. Let that man do what that man wants to do. Let him get in the ring with the dogs. I want to see what he's made of. I'm a big Joe Joyce fan. I want to see him in there with them dudes. I want to see him in there with Joshua. I want to see him in there with, Wilder. I want to see him in there with them guys. And if he keeps going and he goes through the trenches, let me see him in there with Usyk. Let me see it. I want it. I want big Joe Joyce fights.
Yeah, I want to see him fight too. I mean, but the last thing I heard was a couple days ago, as far as Fury and Usyk, that they're aiming for March. So,
I think that's another Crawford Spence situation.
I mean, if that's the case, though, something would have popped up by now. Probably by now. Something has to happen pretty soon.
Usually, if it's not like if it's not out by like the second week of February, I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, he was just talking shit yesterday. Like, yeah, like, not Fury. Usyk has said something like, "Where you at, Billy?" Like, because he's looking for this guy. And I'm telling you, man, like, I just want to know what's up. Like, what's going on? Apparently, Tyson Fury's in some deep shit though. So
yeah, I heard something's going on in like his home country, right?
Yeah, he's friends with like he has like some mob ties with like some famous.
Well, I mean, that seems to be the whole situation all over the fucking place. Because even like,
I
guess we could bring him up because he's kind of MMA related. But Andrew Tate.
Yeah, that was wild too.
I mean, even though it's not true, but it's like
that was just wild.
But it was enough to like them to go do what they had to do and then find out that he's related to the Romanian mob. But it's like, I mean, we kind of knew that, but like now that it's out there, you're like, oh, because anyone could say,
yeah,
I got mob ties, but like they went in and were like, oh, okay, this guy really fucking does,
yeah,
and then they put it out on blast.
Yeah, so like that's kind of I think that's why like Tommy Fury wasn't able to come overseas for his fight with Jake.
Yeah, so that's what I was.
Yeah, that was like the whole thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
but still, I think Tommy would get.
Yeah, but like, hey, Jake says he's willing to go to the O2, so go over there.
So, Jake Paul, while we're here, did you see the PFL signing on the Celebrity League?
Oh my God,
you didn't see that?
No,
so the PFL made their own little division called like the Celebrity League or something like that, which is fine, right? Because now Jake Paul's the first signee to the PFL under this Celebrity League.
Yeah, keep making history.
Fighting contract, right? So everyone kept saying, "Hey, we want to see him do this." That's fine. He's here, right? And there's UFC fighters that are willing to train him. Tony Ferguson said, "Hey,
I got you.
Come train with me."
Yeah,
that's cool, right? These people are tripping out here, yo. These kids are hype as shit. Hold up.
Yo, they're chanting all this shit outside,
they're
man.
They're chanting MVP outside.
Yeah, MVP.
Josh Allen out there?
It gotta be.
I don't know, but hey, But no, so they did like their own little separate like fight, category for
Yeah.
celebrity. It's a celebrity league,
Mhm.
celebrity fighters. And now with that, and he's signed to fight, so he has a fighting contract. So he's guaranteed to have at least one fight. How many fights is for? I don't know, but he's signed to be a fighter under it, not just a promoter. With that being said, I mean, this gives the opportunity for Nate to step in because Nate's doing his own thing. He's not under UFC contract,
That is true.
right? People that are, all the UFC fighters. Donald Cerrone said, "I'll come fight you."
It's
But
just,
Donald Cerrone even said that he's chasing a bag, so he's just being out, out in the open about it. He's like, why not? If I can make money, why wouldn't I make money? And who cares? We know people that are fighting Jake Paul aren't fighting Jake Paul because they want to beat him. They're fighting him because they want what follows that. If
The
they beat
bread.
him, it's just an extra bonus.
mm-hmm.
Because now you're known as the guy who took out the most hated YouTube boxer ever.
That's like the thing for me. But he keeps making history, man. Like,
Yeah, so they opened up this league. He's the first signee. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't think he's gonna fight," but like his contract states that he's signed to fight. So, I mean, if the PFL says, "Hey, whatever, nobody else wants to fight you,"
then that's
under
up to
this,
them.
then your contract's void.
Yeah.
But I think that he's gonna find somebody. And now, when they do fight under this celebrity league category, you can't turn around and say, "Oh, he's not fighting real UFC fighters." Well, no shit. The category isn't real. Well, I'm not even say UFC fighters, but he's not fighting real MMA fighters.
Yeah.
That's not what the category's for.
That is true.
The category isn't the actual PFL itself. It's its
Yeah.
own separate league. It's still under the PFL, but it's its own little division.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's a division, celebrity division.
I mean, yeah.
So they'll basically pick the weight classes, and then that's what they'll fight at. They'll agree upon a weight, and that's the weight they'll fight at. So
Yeah.
it's not like there's a 130, a 140, a 155, a 175. If me and you were celebrities and we go and we say, "Hey, we want to fight at 190,"
Mm-hmm.
okay, we're fighting at one. If we say we want to fight at 192, we're going to fight at 192. Give or take 5 or whatever it is, 2 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what it's for. It's not for them to be. They're not going to be in the PFL rankings. They're going to be in their own little rankings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. Now, if he ventures off into the actual, PFL, I don't know. But he's got his own little thing going on with them, which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's doing his thing right now. I even like him as a promoter.
I do too. I think one of the biggest things that draws fight fans into fights just want to see someone get knocked out. And you want to see the guy you don't like get knocked out. And
Yeah.
right now, who is the most hated man in combat sports?
Arguably Jake Paul.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though, is because people are so fed up that a YouTuber came out of nowhere
Yeah, and over
and is
here.
just beating people. And it doesn't matter who he's beating.
Yeah.
People are just upset that he's winning.
Yeah, that's the thing. Got to beat him.
That's exactly it. And everyone's upset. If he went out there and fought a real boxer, boxed a real boxer, and won, people would be like, that guy's washed up. There would be excuses all over the fucking place. I'm not a huge Jake Paul fan, but I'll tell you what, the guy is dedicating his life to be good. You can't deny that. And this man's doing shit that people want to do, and that's why people hate him for it, because he just came out of nowhere. But he's always been physically fit. So all it took for him was to have a good brain and learn how to fight. And that's what he did. He bought the best trainers, and he went out there and did what he had to do. And now he's winning.
Yeah, they're
And
like
it might not be real boxers, but he's doing what he's got to do. Hey,
Nah, yeah, and just both of them right now are kind of thriving. Like
If
his brother's more like into the WWE thing.
yeah,
But even
which
then,
is good for him.
yeah, even then I've seen Logan Paul do the WWE like a couple matches that he's done.
It's for him.
Pretty fucking good. He's pretty. I mean, he obliterated his knee, but really good. So I mean, I'm just they're literally doing. They're really doing their thing, man. I can't hate. I can't hate as
Nah,
much as
man,
I want
hey,
to.
listen. This Prime sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I tried that shit. That shit's ass.
What?
Prime.
Oh yeah.
Him and KSI's
Yeah.
drink. It's terrible. It has no sugar. It has 2 grams of sugar. It is the sweetest drink ever. I don't know why.
Oh wow.
But if they could tone that sweetness back and make it more like G2,
Yeah.
like Gatorade G2,
Yeah.
I think it would be good. But the fact that it's like just way too, like you take a sip and you're like, what the fuck? Dude, like you taste like you ate a bag full of sugar and there's only 2 grams. I don't know.
Talk about waking the fuck up.
But, yo, maybe fade away from that shit and keep going with WWE because he's got that figured out. And Jake's got it figured out too. You know, he's all over the place with Better,
Yeah.
the Better app.
Yeah.
They got that situated. But I don't know. I'm interested to see what he's going to do for this little league because, you know, there's people out there that want to do this stuff. Celebrities, I mean, that want to go out there and get real fights and whatever, but they don't want to go. They don't want to do it all the time, right? Some people just want to have one professional, like one pro fight in their life, and maybe they want to go out there and fight their best friend for a couple $1 million.
I mean, why not?
Why not do it under the PFL? If you bring people in, you know, like, who cares?
That ass.
I don't see the problem with it. A lot of people hate it, but I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool. I think he's doing something. And plus, dude, celebrities, what people don't understand is these guys that have money, they get bored too. Yeah, they have all the money in the world, do whatever they want, but how many vacations can you go on? How many places can you visit? How much shit can you do before you're like, man, I need something else, right?
Yeah.
Like, what a lot of people don't understand is like Wiz Khalifa. Dude dedicates his life in the mixed martial arts world. He's been wanting a professional fight, but he's not gonna. Who's gonna sign him? You know what I mean? Who you think the UFC is gonna sign Wiz Khalifa? No,
No.
definitely not. You think the PFL might? They might have the best opportunity, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't. You know, one championship, probably not. Bellator, probably not. You know, so like this opens up that kind of hallway, opens up that door for guys like him that have been training and want to fight to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited to see where that goes.
I hope they do something big with it. It has full potential.
Yeah. There's 2 things that I wanted I guess like the last 2 things I wanted to bring up. They're in each sport, but they're just potential fights. Like we're gonna start with boxing. I know that Boots, he did look good in his last fight. We talked about this earlier and shit. But it does look like Crawford does want him next.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he said that that's what we wanted.
So I mean,
If Spence won't sign the paper, he said he knows Boots would. Boots
Which
ain't
is
gonna
facts.
hesitate. Yeah, Boots ain't gonna hesitate.
no, he wouldn't hesitate. And I think, honest, like I said, no matter what the fuck I think it'll be a great fight.
Yeah,
Oh man, that'll tear the house down
that'll melt that place to the ground.
for sure.
The heat between them. Oh yeah.
Oh, no, just imagine the shit talking. Like I know Spence and him will go at it, but damn, bro. Like
Yeah.
I just like the fact I like how Crawford talks shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I mean, it's a good fight. We're just one of those fights that the sport needs. I mean, it's just heavyweight's stale, light heavyweight is stale. Like, it's just they need people to keep things moving. And I think right now, Boots is kind of trying to get things going in that direction.
Yeah, like Ryan Garcia and Tank definitely like said.
I would say yes, that they're both trying to get it going in that direction. But after they fight each other, I don't think Tank fights again this year.
Yeah, he probably won't.
I don't think Ryan fights again this year. And it's so early in the year. I mean, yeah, sure, somebody else somebody else could open up. But
It's just that's when the other names start coming in.
I feel like once he gets that fight,
yeah,
he's kind of like, okay, if I win this fight, I'm good. What
Oh.
else do I don't need to prove nothing else.
Oh,
this year.
Boots.
No, like Tank. Like I'm just saying in the sense of like pushing the
Yeah.
sport where it needs to go. Like I feel like if Tank wins,
Yeah,
he's kind of like, okay,
he did
I don't
say.
need to fight nobody else.
Yeah, he did say he didn't see himself
No,
doing this too
And
much.
if he loses, then I feel like he's kind of just like, all right, I'm just gonna take time to chill out. So win or lose, I think he's done for a while, if not
Yeah,
forever.
yeah.
right? This could potentially every fight from here on out, like after this Ryan fight, could potentially be his last fight.
Yeah, he did say he didn't want to do this much longer.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
So you never know. I mean, we could just be surprised when he lays his gloves down and calls it a day.
Yeah, but definitely Boots versus Crawford.
But
that.
I see Ryan in the same boat. Like, if he's, wins,
Mhm.
beats Tank, he's kind of like, okay, I don't need to fight nobody else right now. I'm done. I had 2 fights back to back in, 4-month, 3-month span, 4-month span. I'm cool for the year, right?
Yeah.
And if they lose, and if he loses, then he's like, I need to readjust, I need to reevaluate, blah 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 blah. Maybe fights at the end of the year.
I mean, I would think that they will both have at least one more fight after this one. But like you said, you never know with these guys.
No, but to say they're gonna try and move the sport along is, I think, is kind of a, I don't think they're there. I think right now it's just.
I mean,
Boots. I think Boots is the only one.
I mean, I think I feel like what I mean is like, in an era where we haven't had really many super fights,
Boots is trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it happen.
Yeah,
and they're taking a step in that direction. Like they already, that's my thing.
Because definitely Ryan and Tank is a super fight. Without
That's what I'm saying. Like once it happens, I feel like once the bell rings and we see them going right to each other.
Yeah.
I think that's when it'll settle in for everybody. Like, all right, like they really set
I
out.
think people need to see the numbers that they bring in and be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that's what we gotta do.
Dude, you could sell out a football stadium with that.
Literally, yeah. You could. I mean,
it's one of those fights that you could literally sell out a football stadium. You wanted to do it in Baltimore?
Yeah, or even in Ann Arbor, sell out 107,000 seats in Michigan.
Like, oh my god, bro! Like that's insane. You can do it in AT&T Stadium. You can do Baltimore for his hometown.
Yeah,
like
Texas.
By then, the Ravens
wild.
won't be playing anymore.
No,
So like, if you wanted to use that field, and then what for Ryan? He lives in L.A.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Southern Cal,
SoFi. I mean,
USC,
something like that. You know what I mean? Like they have the potential to do that. So I want to see, but I don't even think they picked the location yet. But
I don't think so either.
But yeah, so I mean, I was just interested in that whole Boots and Crawford thing because I heard that's what's trying to get made next, and both guys have the attitude that I just want to see at press conference. That should be crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of each other.
And I know on the UFC side of things, the last thing I wanted to bring up was fucking. So obviously, if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that everybody just keeps talking about John Jones at heavyweight. So it looks like Stipe's out.
Yeah.
And it looks like Ngannou's in.
I don't know what Ngannou's doing because. So
he said he would put his belt on the line to fight John Jones.
Yeah, but then just a few days ago he hinted at leaving.
Ooh.
And going to the PFL.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me. So
oh man, that's true. That's. Ooh.
Yeah, his agent, Ngannou's agent, 4 days ago. So Ngannou's agent said, is a free agent.
Wow.
So,
I know he had contract negotiations, but I guess.
Yeah, but apparently he's just doesn't care.
Wow.
But this goes back to my thing. Like all these other organizations are paying way more money. So, and obviously the UFC doesn't really show Francis love.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
So why wouldn't he leave? Go somewhere. Listen, if that man goes to the PFL, he's gonna be treated like gold.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So, I don't know. I mean, could I see him staying there and doing his thing and going against John Jones? For sure.
I mean, I definitely see it happening. I just don't know, like, now that you said that whole thing, I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know what's... I think everyone just doesn't care about John Jones at the moment. Like, I just think, like, there's other fights they want other than John Jones, and I kind of feel like John Jones is going to be put on the back burner.
Yeah, so, like, right now, I feel like we need, like, I don't know.
The heavyweight needs something.
Yeah, that's It's glaring.
I just think Gon and Jones need to just go at it.
That'll be a
or
great
Blades or
fight.
Blades and Jones. I think for me, I think those should just be the top two.
Yeah, I did say Cyril Gahn versus John Jones is.
Yeah, I just think Gon. I think Gon or I think Curtis Blades. Like to me, those are the two in my mind that are kind of just like,
Yeah.
let's do the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, man, we were having kind of like this episode on the fly. We'll be way more organized next week.
And
But,
then the other
but
one
that's
last
really
thing I
it
want to
for
bring
me.
up. Yeah,
yeah, I just want to see.
last thing I want to bring
else.
up is Leon versus Usman. So like they were talking about like who's next for Leon
Mhm.
because Usman might be out.
Mhm.
Well, Usman's manager came out and said, I don't know why they're counting Usman out. Like he'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
It was just a microsurgery. They're
he-
blowing this thing up like they ripped his hand apart, and
yeah,
and
'cause
he had to
Leon-
get like full reconstructive surgery. And his manager's like, no, he's gonna be like he's medically cleared to go already.
Yeah, because even Leon said it that the fight's still a go.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they're blowing this. The UFC's blowing this thing out of proportion. I don't think they want Leon to lose.
that is true.
I really don't think they want him to lose.
I mean, my thing is,
And I don't think there's anyone else right now that'll beat Leon, personally.
yeah, and like my thing is like, call me crazy, but Leon is perfectly capable of beating Kamaru without just a one shot, one trick pony type thing. I feel like he can. He just has to devise a game plan to strike a little bit more because you can't. Kamaru Usman can strike with people, but his striking isn't on a Leon Edwards level. It's more like the wrestling that's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
So like my thing is, if you can have a game plan to like, not really stuff takedown. Well, yeah, you gotta stuff take. You gotta have the ability to stuff some takedown.
Yeah, you have to.
But you
for
got to be
sure.
able to, if you can keep the fight standing to where you get him nervous standing and make it like you're landing shots throughout the way and then at the end you catch him again or something, it's much more believable that way.
Yeah.
I think he can do something like that though, because Leon Edwards isn't just a one-trick guy. I don't think I just think people are
Nah,
sleeping on the
he's
guy
not a
too much.
one-dimensional fighter at all.
That's my thing. Like his wrestling got better. I mean, it's not Kamaru, but like if you can at least make him respected to the point where like, well, I can't take you down right now. I'd rather just stand and you make him pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in for a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm kind of glad that nobody else is getting like is jumping lines and getting shots and shit because I did want to see the trilogy play out. So far it's actually been a really good one.
yeah.
The first one you could say was pretty technical, but it was still somewhat good. The second one was a fucking roller coaster, and now the third one's shaping up to be the best one of the best of the three to me.
I would agree. And the last thing we'll just leave off on is with Strickland and Imavov being whatever, Dan Ige and Damon Jackson would be the main event, right? Yeah, because they're the co-main.
Yeah.
I think Ige comes back on a vengeance
Mm.
and takes it. He's kind of. He lost one. He had one fight in 2022 and lost after having 3 fights in 2021. So I think this is kind of his like revenge tour. So I'll be rooting for him. I hope for the best.
Yeah, I hope so, because I feel like, hey, Rocky, the whole story is pretty good, man.
Yeah, I like Danny Gay. So I don't know. Personally, I hope he just does his thing, and I hope he comes out rocking and beats the shit out of the dude and calls it a day.
Yeah.
But
we'll-
besides that, I mean,
We'll be looking forward to it.
yeah, there's nothing. There's fights being announced and stuff.
Yeah.
For
It's
past events.
yeah, it's gonna be a little bit like it's gonna be like this for at least another week. I would assume. I mean, we got Vegas 67 coming up tomorrow, and then the pay-per-view 283 is next Saturday. So definitely next Friday
Yeah,
we'll
the 21st.
have something more complete.
But not even that. I mean, they're really just adding fights to the later April cards, March cards, stuff like that. But I mean, really, the next major fight is gonna be Islam versus
Volkanovski,
Volk.
which is
So-
that's gonna be great.
They keep hyping the shit out of that fight. No other fight's gonna get the attention like that fight,
It's just so good.
which
It's
I don't
just
blame
so
them
good.
because that fight's just got
it's literally the immovable force meets like the unstoppable force meets the immovable object type thing.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy. Like I think that'll be such a banger, bro. I can't wait for that. Um, but as always, you know what I'm gonna say. I do the whole thing. Thank you guys to who listen, to support us, who give us some thoughts and opinions. I know this week was a little slow, so we're gonna get back into it next Friday for sure. Gonna have a complete show ready. We got UFC 23. We're gonna recap tomorrow's fights.
Next week's show, yeah.
So we'll definitely be on it. But again, like it's always good
Just
that.
Came to show our faces this week.
Yeah, yeah. We just want to spend time with y'all. If anything, honestly.
Yeah, we just we just took a little time to ourselves, and then like I said, unfortunately, I got sick,
Mm.
and then now we're kind of just back at it. So
Mhm.
we'll from here on out, we are gonna be top notch, top tier.
Yes, New
Make sure to
Year.
check out the merch.
Yep.
I'm placing an order this weekend, but obviously, if you ever want anything, you could just hit me up.
Oh yeah.
I'll post on my Facebook and in the group the merch up again, prices.
Exactly.
We're a lot cheaper than everybody else.
Yeah. So I'm just.
hats are 35, shirts are 22, and hoodies are 40. So most places you go, hoodies are 65 plus,
That is true.
60 plus. Hats are 35 plus.
Yeah.
Hats are just a little expensive, but our hats are Carhartt hats. They're top notch.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
They're like work duty hats.
yeah,
They're
shit.
super nice.
Nothing wrong with that. But yeah. So like we appreciate you guys always listening. Like I said, we got some guys who listen to this every day and stuff, or every week that we drop. So it means a lot to us. New year, new opportunity.
Yeah, we're
Got-
gonna get the socials back rolling. We just haven't had much videos.
Yeah.
That downtime's been weird, so we're gonna make sure to get that stuff pumping out. So make sure to check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be more active. I know hopefully this year, by the end of this year, we'll have we'll probably have a much better setup, or better what I'm saying, like more opportunities coming up. So
Yeah,
uh
always reaching out and looking forward to things.
yep, so we're 16, there's 17 episodes. We're 17. I think we're 17. I think we're 17 episodes in right now.
We might even start bringing people up on Facebook or something if
Yeah.
join and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean whatever, man. Like we just want to grow. That's our most important goal this year.
We got people in other states too, so obviously
Mhm.
it's tough to add people.
Yeah. But it means that it means a lot that we're reaching out to people. So and if you're listening, you're not even here, like from New York, it's kind of you're giving us your time, and that's all that we can ask for.
Yeah,
So
no, we appreciate all of you. So
yeah.
that
s-
being said,
Yeah. With that being said, y'all already know how we do this. This is Duvet signing off.